Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with a brand new speed build, this time doing a very special Christmassy retreat collaboration with some wonderful friends. One of the most amazing things about doing YouTube for The Sims is the amount of people that you meet within the Sims community who are just so amazing and so talented at what they do. And I'm very blessed to have been asked by Chrissie York to take part in this collaboration to basically rebuild Granite Falls with lots of Christmassy themed kind of retreats. So I'm doing this collaboration with Chrissie York, Kate Emerald, Chloe Sims, StandingSimmer and MsGryphi. So you'll probably recognise pretty much all of those names. I have collaborated with quite a few of those as well, but each one of these ladies is incredibly talented at what they do. They're all absolutely amazing builders, and it's honestly such an honour to take part in it. So what I'm going to do is leave everybody's details in the description box below, and you can go and check out what they did for Granite Falls. So I actually think that the idea for this particular collaboration's a really good one, because A, obviously it's a Christmassy themed collaboration, and B, I feel like Granite Falls is one of those worlds that gets slightly overlooked, and it is actually a really beautiful world. So when Chrissie contacted me to ask if I wanted to take part, absolutely I wanted to take part. And the only thing is as you will have been aware, I have not been uploading much recently because it's just been so busy this month, and I've explained all that in the last video. But yeah, it's been a bit hairy this month, so I said to Chrissie, you know, I am happy to take part. Can I have a smaller lot? So ordinarily I'd have been like, can I have one of the biggest ones? But you know, I've not got a great deal of time at the moment this month, so I thought I would do a nice small little Christmassy cabin. So this is a 1-bed 1-bathroom build set on a 30 by 20 lot in Granite Falls, and it comes in at just less than 83,000 simoleons. So I'm not entirely sure what the rental price per day is on this particular lot, but I can't imagine it being too much or that much that it would break the bank. I mean, there is a lot of detail on the inside. It wasn't using any restricted packs, and it wasn't done to a budget. It was just literally kind of like a free-for-all, but it is a very small build, so obviously it only came in at 83,000 simoleons. Now this was actually built on the lot that's called the Riverside Retreat lot, and you will notice actually from the screenshot's not actually taken on that particular lot because there is a massive tree in the way of this particular build. I don't know what it is with Granite Falls, but when you come to take, you know, like even upload it to the gallery, there's just a huge tree stump in the way, and you'd think that they would disappear when you came to at least upload it to the gallery, but no, these trees were everywhere. So I really kind of struggled to get a good screenshot, so I ended up moving it to one of the bigger ones that overlooks the lake, just so I could have like a clean shot at trying to take a decent picture. So it's not very often that I tend to do a smaller lot, so this was really refreshing to do something which is actually really small, because it's only a 1-bed 1-bathroom build, and it is fairly small and compact on the inside, but I really enjoyed it. Now I did kind of switch, I think, between the summertime and also the winter time doing this speed build, because I just wanted to make sure that it looked just as good in the winter time as it did in the summer. But because there was so much detail that was hidden during winter, I decided to do the whole screenshot and the panning of the camera and things like that in the summer, because ultimately I want this house to look really beautiful no matter what the season is. And it's also going to be really easy for you if you wanted to use this house without all of the Christmassy decorations to just kind of get rid of it all and it still look really nice and functional. So the outside consisted of a couple of balconies, and in the back area of the house we had a little barbecue area, and there was also kind of like a little fire pit with lots of seats around and a tiny little pond as well. I didn't go crazy on lots of activities and skill building items. I kind of feel like this little cottage generally, if I think about like a cottage retreat in the woods, I wouldn't imagine there to be lots and lots of activities on the outside, especially not during the winter. So I kind of kept it fairly minimal really, but we've got lots and lots of evergreen trees and lots of trees that kind of match the environment of Granite Falls throughout. But moving on to the interior, I'm just working on the living room now, and I have to say, this living room is one of my favourites I've done recently. I have actually really enjoyed, I know I've not really uploaded many Christmassy builds this month, but the ones that I've done and the ones that I've finished, I've really enjoyed, because I really kind of go for this very cosy look, very cosy, warm, traditional look. And I did a very similar living room, I think, in the last big build that I did. But I really love this living room, and it does feel very cozy. I used a lot of the wallpapers on the exterior of the house on the inside, so it's like a real log cabin kind of effect. But I did go ahead and do some accent walls as well, just to kind of brighten it up a little bit, because otherwise I think it would have been a bit too much. So I did go ahead and add plenty of activities and skill building items to the interior though. So we had a couple of guitars as well as a chess table, and there's a, later on I removed one of the tables on the left and add in kind of like the old music box. So there's a few things for your Sims to do on the inside as well, but I kind of feel like Granite Falls is one of those places that you do a lot of exploring. You know, you don't spend a lot of time on the inside, you're just out and about kind of fishing, going to the woods and just doing all that kind of stuff. So, you know, I don't think it's really important to put loads and loads of stuff on the inside, but it's nice just to have some stuff to do anyway when it gets to night time and your Sims return back home. So the floor plan to this house was very simple, because obviously it's really small. So we had the bedroom on the left side with a bathroom next to it, and then in the very middle you've got kind of like the entranceway as well as the back door, and that's where I decided to place the kitchen along the middle, just sort of running through the middle with a little table and chairs. And then also we've got the living room on the right hand side, so there's quite a lot of space really for a sim. I do think it would be a nice retreat maybe for a couple. It is only one bedroom. I don't think you would fit in another bed in this build unless you wanted to put kind of like a tent in the back garden or something like that. Now I did actually do some changes to the exterior of this build, and I don't think I recorded that bit, but I added a little bit of an extra bit to the top of the house, but it isn't 2 floors, it was just more for show, because when I look back on the build after building it, I just felt like the roof looked a little bit empty. So I added in like a second floor and added a few windows in and some more roofing, and just sort of tried to make it look a little bit more detailed. So I really hope everybody's well and you're all ready for Christmas if you celebrate it. We have been super busy. Super busy is an understatement. I think I've just wrapped something like 70 presents and I'm literally ready to collapse. I'm just so tired. It's just such a busy time. There's so much stress, but there's nothing more that I look forward to than when it's finally Christmas Day. And the highlight of my Christmas is just seeing my kids' faces. I think I am the most excited person in my house. Like, I always remember as a kid waking up first and just being so excited and trying to wake like my dad up and telling him, come on, it's Christmas. And in this house now, I think I'm still the first person up and I wake everybody else up and I'm like, come on kids, and the kids are all like half asleep. I'm terrible, but I do get really excited, and the highlight is literally watching their faces and, you know, seeing what they've got. It's a really lovely time, and I think there's kind of, it's such a great time to celebrate as a family and really spend some good quality time with one another. So I'm really excited for it. As tired as I am, I'm excited. But I am looking forward to finally getting back to a normal schedule come January with uploading, and hopefully I can pump out a lot more builds again. I've really missed you guys, and I appreciate all your comments. I hope you all have an amazing Christmas and New Year. But don't forget to check out all the links in the description box below to see what everybody else came up with for Granite Falls, and you can fill up your holiday world with lots of beautiful builds. But have a fantastic Christmas, guys, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Take care. Bye.